Hi everyone! So me and my husband watched the first 3 episodes of The Wheel of Time on Thursday night. We had to wait to put our toddler to bed until 8. So that was a tough 4 hours to wait, just knowing that they were on there. And it's really interesting because he has not read the books, and I've been a super fan for like 16 years, and I've read the whole series multiple times. But it's very cool to see his perspective on, just what he thinks is happening and what he thinks of it. And he likes it so far, so I'm very happy about that. And yeah, so now I'd like to talk about specific things about episode 1 that I really loved, and other things that were just, I guess, maybe some inconsistencies that I noticed. So starting from basically the beginning, the scene where Liandrin and her and Red Sisters are chasing down the male channeler. Liandrin, she looks so freaking mean. It's great. She's perfect. I really like how they portrayed the madness, with it being another person and then that person's not there. I thought that was really cool, and that's exactly how I hoped that they would portray it later on when Rand starts talking with Lewis Theron. And then also Moiraine witnesses the Reds gentling a man on the spot, which is against Tower law. So I think that might come back to bite the Reds. And then Moiraine says that there's rumors of 4 ta'veren in the 2 rivers. Totally cool, totally fine. I was thinking, with everything that happens with her, it would make sense to make her a ta'veren. I'm totally cool with that. But when she said that, immediately I was like, who's brought her this information, and how are they marked out as ta'veren before they leave the 2 rivers? The old ruins from the Age of Legends, how they incorporated that, I just think it's beautiful, it's haunting, it's gorgeous, and it's world building. Like, it's so cool. I'm getting emotional about it. It's awesome. Then the braid ceremony gave me more understanding about the significance of the braid and everything. Yeah, when Nynaeve says, when the dark surrounds you and there is no light, touch this braid, and something about know that we all stand with you or something. And it kind of gave me a different perspective about Nynaeve and her braid. We know that she tugs it when she's angry, but maybe she also touches it to remember the old wisdom and the woman who raised her, and maybe that's where she draws strength from. I thought that was pretty cool. When Egwene is in the river and it symbolizes Saidar, I thought that was so cool. I loved that. And then the surrendering to it, it's just wonderful. I thought that was just spot on. It was great. Then we didn't get the colors in the pool, and I was really hoping for that, and it didn't. It was kind of inconsistent with the scene later on when Nynaeve is scrubbing that pool, and she's like, it's sacred, it's important, but yet we didn't see it in the braid ceremony or anything. So, but we were very intrigued with it being in the trailer, Egwene emerging from it with the colors. So I'm really hoping that they'll release an extended version. Also, I did think that scene where Egwene is coming out of the water, I thought that was going to be part of a dream. I thought that she was going to dream that as part of foreshadowing for her to, spoilers here, become Amyrlin in the future. I thought that they were going to develop Egwene being a dreamer early on. But watching the episode now, I totally understand. Like, there's just not enough time to develop that early on. There's so much in this first episode. So some of the very big changes that I was shocked by were Perrin and his wife, and man, she looks miserable to be married to him, which I was really shocked about that, because reading the books, I always thought, man, he'd be such a good husband. But yeah, I don't know what was going on there. They looked like, or she looked like she was having some issues. And I thought maybe she was pregnant. I did see in, I think it was What Up video, that he hypothesized that she could have been a dark friend, because right before Perrin accidentally kills her, she's like raising up the hammer or whatever, looking like she's gonna bring it down on Perrin. I'm hoping that we will get more story there. And then Matt's parents. I was just like, oh my God, this is heartbreaking. Jeez, poor Matt. Yeah, poor Matt and poor Perrin, really. Yeah, it was very, very different from the books. But I totally get it, and it really does flesh out Matt's character right off the bat. Like, I'm way more invested in Matt than I ever was in the books, like at the beginning. Matt's awesome. Like, after book 2, Matt is pretty fantastic. But it takes 2 whole books for him to become interesting and to become a real kind of character that you care about. And yeah, I could see already, he cares very deeply for the people that he loves, and he's a rapscallion, but he's a hero at heart. I love that. And so, yeah, and then the Rand and Egwene stuff, that relationship is definitely more serious than it was in the books, which is totally cool. I was expecting that they would do that. The scene with the strawberry, I thought it made me laugh, because I thought it was such an Egwene thing when she says, like, has that been in your pocket all day? It felt right on par with her. Yeah, I gotta say, the Two Rivers looks beautiful. All the scenery just gorgeous. Like, in all 3 episodes, all the scenery all around, the nature and the buildings, just detailed. Yeah, I love the 3 boys' relationship with each other. I love it. You can really see that they care about each other. They really know each other. And then Winter Night, oh, it's awesome. The Trollocs look amazing. They are bestial and terrifying, and they were just very well done. I love the channeling. I thought it looked really cool. Yeah, like, I've heard some criticisms about the channeling, but I think, like, I don't know how I would make it any different. I don't know how I would make it any better. Like, it's hard for me to imagine being able to do that, with special effects. So yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was pretty badass. That first Trolloc that she kills in front of Nynaeve and Egwene, I was just like, oh shit, wow, just tears it in half. Like, I'm glad. It's a strong start with the channeling. It looks like Moiraine channels without any hand movements. Like, she's doing some other channeling with her hand movements, and she looks at a Trolloc sword, or like weapony axey thing, and then kind of like whoops it over into a Trolloc's head. So I thought that was interesting. Makes me think of, like, in further episodes, the White Cloaks and how they are able to capture Aes Sedai, and the Aes Sedai needing to use their hands to channel. So Daze Conger and the other village women teaming up on that Trolloc, that was badass. That was awesome. That shows, like, the grit and the guts of the two river women. I like that. When Moiraine takes out the last chunk of Trollocs there was pretty awesome. And then when the inn falls and she falls, at the same time, I thought that was well done. And yeah, her and Lan, that was pretty cool with how they fought together. I liked that. But then the last bit where they can see the Trolloc army coming, and then we have to leave and stuff. But I wish that they would have put in just a small scene where maybe Lan kills a raven or a rat or something, and just says like, "Oh, they're spies for the Dark One," and then and then when they're leaving, it could have shown maybe some ravens kind of watching them leave, just so we know that the Shadow knows that the Ta'veren have left the two rivers, so they can follow them instead of coming right to the village to look for them and killing everyone. Because like immediately I was like, aren't they just gonna come to the village? Yeah. So that's a little inconsistency that I would have liked to have seen, justified. All right, so that is about all that I have to say about that. I was just extremely, completely happy and gratified watching all 3 episodes. I've never been so happy watching anything in my whole life. It was great. So I am just super appreciative. I loved the acting. I loved the scenery. I love that this is happening. Oh, I'm so happy it's happening now and it didn't happen like 10, 15, 20 years ago. Because TV is great now. They're a high standard, I think. So, yeah, awesome. Okay, have a good one.